Welcome. I'm the owner and proprietor of Honningbrew Meadery. Take a look. Now, if you'll excuse me.
You need something to do, or you just enjoy slowing down? If you want to buy something, go find Samuel. Otherwise...
If you need to sample some of the finest mead in Skyrim, you're in. If you're looking to purchase any mead, speak to the owner. Samuel. If you need to sample some of the finest mead in
They say hell can work hit by a dragon. One of those horrors comes here. We'll be ready.
Oh well. Must have run off.
Well, that's taken care of. No thanks to you. Certainly not. But a true warrior would have relished the opportunity to take on a giant. That's why I'm here, with my shield brothers.
An outsider, eh? Never heard of the Companions? An order of warriors. We are brothers and sisters in honor. And we show up to solve problems if the coin is good enough.
Not for me to say. You'll have to talk to Kodlak Whitemane up in Jorvaskar. The old man's got a good sense for people. He can look in your eyes and tell your worth. If you go to him, good luck.
Thinking I need to train some more. Until next time.
Yes?
There's a nip in the air.
Man like you needs a war horse, I reckon. None of 'em's older than 9. Now the horse I got for sale is 7 years old, but in fine health. She's got a lot of spirit, that one. We've taken to calling her Queen Aufsiger, or just Ali for short. I expect you can name her anything you like, once she's yours. Suppose so. Got one all saddled if you've got the coin. Ride strong.
Oh, the wind blows bitter cold in this place. It is all in this note. An astute question, for we are far from home, and this is a cold, hard land. The wise trader finds the best opportunities, even if he must travel far to find them. Skyrim is a ripe opportunity indeed. The dragons and the war have scared many other traders away, but for those with courage, there is much profit to be made. Take a look. May your road lead you to warm sands. Warm sands, friend. How may this one serve you?
Please, come and browse our goods. The air is so clear in Skyrim. One can see forever. Welcome to Khajiit's humble camp. They'll never see you coming. I hope that you will come.
city's closed with the dragons about. Official business only. Fine. But we'll be keeping an eye on you.
We'll pay whatever it takes, but we must have more swords for the Imperial soldiers.
I just can't fill an order that size on my own. Why don't you swallow that stubborn pride of yours and ask Yorland Greymane for help?
I'd sooner bend my knee to Ulfric's Stormcloak. Besides, Greymane would never make steel for the Legion.
Have it your way. I'll take the job, but don't expect a miracle. Got some good pieces out here if you're looking to buy. More... Aye, that I do. I've got to, if I hope to be as good as Yorland Greymane someday. In fact, I just finished my best piece of work. It's a sword. I made it for the Jarl, Balgruf the Greater. It's a surprise. I don't even know if he'll accept it, but... Listen, could you take the sword to my father, Proventus Avenici? He's the Jarl's steward. He'll know the right time to present it to him. Thanks. Looking to protect yourself, or deal some damage? Don't forget to check. I don't claim to... Take a look.
Welcome to War Maidens. Now don't let the name worry you. We got plenty of steel for fighting men. Adrienne, at her forge, just outside. Place is named after her. War Maidens. It's a childhood nickname given by her father. What I hear, she was playing with swords even back then. Anyway, our wares are strong and the price is fair. What else matters? That'll be the Jarl, Balgruf the Greater. He's an honorable enough man. Never done wrong by me or my kin. Things are tough for him now, I'd wager. What with the fighting and the dragons. But Balgruf's a tough old Nord. He can handle it. Blades, helmets, pretty much anything to suit your needs. Good doing business with you.
Ah, hello, my Nord friend. In the market for some hunting supplies? Yes, I hear that question often. My brother Honorius and I came up with it one night after consuming rather too much mead. After our drinks, we went out for a moonlight hunt. We got separated, and in his drunken state, my brother mistook me for a deer. He shot an arrow that pierced my, well, rump. After such a memorable adventure, we knew we had the name for our shop. Thank you very much for your business.
Maybe some other time I'll reveal your destiny, Tea leaves, palm reading, crystal scrying. Ooh, maybe trepanning.
Once I've made enough money trading with the Khajiit caravans, I'm going to buy the bannered mare from Hulda. Before my ma and Da passed, I told them that one day, I'd become the best trader in Skyrim. I met one of the caravan leaders, Madran. He said he'd help me get started if I could bring him a mammoth's tusk. Easier said than done. You'd do that? If you find one, I could teach you a thing or two about trading. Help you get a fair bargain in the future? About the same as everyone else? They're the catfolk of Elsewhere. Great warriors, good traders. Way I hear it, Elsewhere ain't nothing like Skyrim. It's got tropical forests and dusty badlands. It sounds awful.
Got something for just about everybody in here. Give a holler if you have any questions. Everything's for sale, my friend. Everything. Interesting, to say the least. What with all that's been going on. On the one hand, supplies are harder to come by since fewer traders are traveling the roads these days. But on the other, the scarcity of supplies has led to some, well, elevated prices. All that matters is that I have what you need, and it's worth every septum. Isn't it obvious? Why, the wonderful weather and hospitable people, of course. Not to mention my great fondness for dragons and petty political power struggles. But without a doubt, the most compelling feature of this frozen wasteland is the volley of inane questions leveled at me on a regular basis. Trinkets, odds and ends, that sort of thing. Do come back.
Come by Bellathor's shop. I'm sure that's something you need.
Foolish old woman. You know nothing. Nothing of our struggles, our suffering.
Nothing. And what of my son, What of Thorald? Is he nothing? So don't talk to me about suffering.
Your son chose his side and he chose poorly, and now he's gone. Such is the way of war. The sooner you accept his loss, the better.
I will never accept his death. My son still lives. I feel it in my heart. So tell me, Battleborns, where is he? Where are you holding my Thorald?
Fresh vegetables for sale.
Do you believe this old hag? Holding him? Why, I've got him in my cellar. He's my prisoner. Face it, Cow. Your stupid son is dead.
Tired of bread and stew.
He died a
Had enough of fish and
storm-cloaked
fowl.
traitor. And
Treat
you,
yourself and your kin to a choice
best keep
cut
your
of
mouth
steak
shut
or a
before you
tender
suffer
rack of
the
ribs.
same.
Come on, Father. There's nothing more to be said here.
Fresh baked loaves. Still warm from the oven.
All I can think about is my son, my Thorald. They say that he was killed, but I know better. I know my son is alive.
Steaks fit for a jarl.
Those Battleborn, they're in with the Imperials. They know it too, and yet they lie to my very face. It's not wise to discuss it here. Please, if you truly wish to help, meet me at my home. I'll tell you the whole story.
Finest cuts, fresh from the wilds.
Fresh baked loaves. Still warm from the oven.
It took me weeks to find that thieves' den. I can't stop now, and I can't get the sword on my own.
So you're willing to starve your wife and daughter to reclaim some rusty old sword?
I just need to hire one, maybe two good men. You won't starve.
I'll put it plainly. You can claim your sword, or you can keep your wife. If you set foot outside that gate, I won't be here when you return.
You tried mercenary work? My Sapphire doesn't like that I've been spending so much time looking for my father's old sword. He fed his entire family with the gold he made using that weapon. I'm not about to let it gather dust in some thief's trophy room. I tracked it to a group of bandits nearby, but I'm no fool. I'd need the Whiterun guards or maybe hire the companions to get it. I don't know why I'm saying this, but if you find it out in your travels, I'd be grateful to you. If you find that sword, please, bring it to Saphir!
Welcome to our home.
Mother, what's the meaning of this? Who have you brought into our home?
Avrstein, put that down. He's here to help us find Thorald.
How do we know he's not spying for the Battleborn? This was foolish. We can't trust anyone. Who knows what they'll do if they find me here?
I can't take any more of this. No weapons, please. Let's just talk.
All right, Mother. So, you're here to help? My brother Thorald, he was fighting for the Stormcloaks and went missing. Everyone assumes he's dead. But he's not, I just know it. The Imperials captured him, and they're holding him someplace. The Battleborns know where. I'd go and search their house for proof, but they want me to. I'd be captured, and then we'll never know what happened to him. So I need someone to find that proof for me. The Battleborns, the Emperor's biggest bootlickers here in Whiterun. Their connections to the Empire and the Legion are well known. When Thorald didn't return home, there was no question in my mind. They knew Thorald supported the Stormcloaks, knew he was gonna aid them in battle, made sure he didn't come back. Locked him up someplace to get back at my family. I'm sure of it. Anything that confirms that Thorald isn't dead, but is being held captive, I know those Battleborns have it. They'd be hiding it, of course. Wouldn't want it to get out that they've been lying this whole time. But you might be able to butter them up enough to lower their guard. Best if you didn't mention to anyone that you saw me here.
If only you could help bring my son back to me. You take care of yourself.
tried mercenary work?
Welcome, child. This is the Temple of Kynareth. The Gildegreen outside was planted as a seedling in the early years of Whiterun. Disciples of Kynareth could sense something holy in it, and traveled far to hear the winds of the goddess in its branches. Of course, not as many pilgrims these days. To the east of here is a hidden grove where the Eldergleam resides. It's the oldest living thing in Skyrim, maybe all of Tamriel. Our tree here in the city was grown from a cutting of that tree. You can still feel the glory of the mother tree through it. Even its name is an echo. I've thought about that. Trees like this never really die, they only slumber. I think if we had some of the sap from the parent tree, we could wake up its child. But even if you could get to the Eldergleam, you couldn't tap it. Not with any normal metal. Eldergleam is older than metal, from a time before men or elves. To even affect it, you have to tap into the old magic. You'll have to deal with the Hagravens. I've heard about the weapon they've made for sacrificing Spriggans. It's called Nettlebane. The hags terrify me, or I would have gone after it myself. Your spirit is strong. Kynareth's winds will guide your path. It's held in a Hagraven nest called Orphan Rock. Are you married? You look the type. Make sure you treat your wife with the respect she deserves.
Tell me, do you believe in mighty Arche, god of life and death? Well, as I said, Arche is the god of life and death. You'll find his temples and halls of the dead all across Tamriel. Priests of Arche, such as myself, perform rites for the dead and sometimes console the bereaved. We also keep a constant vigil against those who practice the vile arts of necromancy. I asked the question because I was hoping you might be able to help me recover something I've lost. My amulet of Arche. It's the source of my divine powers and also a sacred badge of office. I misplaced it in the catacombs. I'd look for it, but I have been hearing noises down there. I fear the dead have become restless. Without that amulet, I'm powerless to confront them. Would you be willing to search for it? I'll just wait here and make sure nothing foul escapes the catacombs. I spend so... Oh, thank Archay! Please, take this gold for your troubles. And the blessing of Archay.
You're not supposed to be in here.
Dragons I can handle. This talk of dragons, world gone mad.
Do you have news? I knew it. Let me see, please. The Thalmor. By the 9. It's worse than I thought. So, Northwatch Keep. Then we know where to hit him. I'll do anything if it means saving my brother. You'll join us, won't you? Thorald can't be left to those monsters. Are you sure? I doubt you stand a chance against the Thalmor. I can have a group of men ready at a moment's notice. Many would be willing to help rescue my brother. Exactly. Together we stand more of a chance of making this work. Make your way to Northwatch Keep in Hoffingar. I'll meet you near there, and we'll plan our assault. Damn those cravings.
Rather pale. Pardon me, but do I detect a case of the rattles? I've got something for that. Of a sort. I don't have formal training in the restoration school, but something just as good. Within these walls, I have all that I need to brew a potion for nearly any ailment. If I had a septum for every case of rock joint or whitbane I've cured since I opened this shop, I'd be a rich woman indeed. I think I can teach you a thing or two. I have several elixirs for sale. Why? Because I'm a proud citizen of the Empire? Because the Stormcloaks only want Nords in Skyrim? The Stormcloaks can rot in oblivion for all I care. I've lived in this city for 20 years. 20! Come back anytime if you need a remedy. Need something?
Come on in. Just stoke the fire. Take a seat and get the cold out. I enjoy this work well enough, but I'm ready to retire. I've been thinking of selling the inn to Isolda. Anyway, what do you need? Drink for the thirsty, food for the hungry. Have you seen that shrine of Asura? They say the Dark Elves built it after they fled from Morrowind. Sight to see. People say there is someone in Riften that can change your face, make you look completely different. Do you believe that? The companions? In Jorvaskr? They're recruiting new members from what I hear. Here, take a look at this. Some of the Jarl's men came by and left this bounty letter. Need anything else? Just let me know.
What? Why are you looking at me? Oh, thank you. Divines bless your kind heart. Only if I can help it. But damn if I ain't almost sober. Hey, in the Bannered Mare, there's this bottle of Argonian ale. The good stuff. Get it for me. They won't even know it's gone. Come on.
Just a reminder, sweetie. The blankets still need to be warm.
Then we got nothing more to talk about.
I'll make sure it gets done.
The
The security in Whiterun is terrible. Shameful is what it is.
If it's worth... Depends. Are you thirsty? Hungry? Now please, no more questions.
This is an ode to Skyrim's staunch protectors. To our youth, today's come and gone. The age of aggression is just about done.
If you need more...
We'll drive out the storm cloaks and restore what we own. With our blood and our steel, we will take back our home. Down with Ulfric, the killer of kings. On the day of your death, we will drink and we'll sing. Children of Skyrim, and we fight all our lives. And when Sovngarde beckons, every one of us dies. This land's ours, and we'll see it wiped clean of the scourge that has so...
I enjoy this work well enough, but I'm ready to retire. I've been thinking of selling the inn to Isolda. Anyway, what do you need?
got a bad grip on my shit. You think you get it?
I'm a warrior, not a blacksmith. Find me tomorrow and we can go over it.
Need something? Soon enough, it'll be me. In the meanwhile, the Circle handles our daily routine, and Kodlak advises them as Harbinger.
Until next time.
Now, if you'll accept.
Haven't
Oh,
seen
I'm
your
just a
face
servant,
before.
dear.
I'm watching.
You wanted to talk about the companions.
Oh,
I
it's
think.
you.
Oh, got more to say.
I haven't seen you before, have I? Have
What's
we
on your
met?
mind?
It's you.
I've been taking care of warriors as long as I can remember.
My brother Vilkas is a better talker than me. He should be around some. Kodlak is the one who figures out who can be a companion, so talk to him. It's out of my hands.
But I still hear. Great. Another ambitious visitor.
A stranger
Think you
comes
can just
to our
wander
hall.
in here and join us?
Would you now? Yes, perhaps. A certain strength of spirit.
Master, you're not truly considering accepting him.
I am nobody's master, Vilkas. And last I checked, we had some empty beds in Jorvaskr for those with a fire burning in their hearts.
Apologies. But perhaps this isn't the time. I've never even heard of this outsider.
Sometimes the famous come to us. Sometimes men and women come to us to seek their fame. It makes no difference. What matters is their heart.
And their arm.
Of course. How are you in battle, boy? That may be so. This is Vilkas. He will test your arm. Vilkas, take him out to the yard and see what he can do.
Aye. Not here. The old man said to have a look at you. So, let's do this. Just have a few swings at me so I can see your form. Don't worry, I can take it. Pretty good arm you have there. Not bad. Next time won't be so easy. You might just make it. But for now, you're still a whelp to us, new blood. Here's my sword. Go take it up to Yorland to have it sharpened. And be careful. It's probably worth more than you are.
My lord, please.
What's the meaning of this interruption? Jarl Balgruuf is not receiving visitors. As House Carl, my job is to deal with all dangers that threaten the Jarl or his people. So you have my attention. Now explain yourself. You know about Helgen? The Jarl will want to speak to you personally. Approach.
So, you were at Helgen. You saw this dragon with your own eyes? By Ysmir, Irileth was right. What do you say now, Proventus? Shall we continue to trust in the strength of our walls against the dragon?
My lord, we should send troops to Riverwood at once. It's in the most immediate danger. If that dragon is lurking in the mountains...
As a provocation. He'll assume we're preparing to join Ulfric's side and attack him. We should
Enough!
not...
I'll not stand idly by while the dragon burns my hold and slaughters my people. Irileth, send a detachment to Riverwood at once.
Yes, my Jarl.
If you'll excuse me, I'll return to my duties.
That would be best. Well, here. Take... There is another thing you could do for me. Suitable for someone of your particular talents, perhaps. Come, let's go find Farengar, my court wizard. He's been looking into a matter related to these dragons and rumors of dragons.
Come to Dragon's Reach. What? Project? You think you could help me? I really don't think so. The Jarl can be found in the Great Hall, probably sitting on his Jarl's throne.
Farengar,
In a
I think
wizard's
I
labyrinth.
found someone who can help you with your dragon project. Go ahead and fill him in with all the details.
So the Jarl thinks you can be of use to me. Oh yes, he must be referring to my research into the dragons. Yes, I could use someone to fetch something for me. Well, when I say fetch, I really mean delve into a dangerous ruin in search of an ancient stone tablet that may or may not actually be there. Straight to the point, eh? No need for tedious hows and whys. I like that. Leave those details to your betters, am I right? I, learned of a certain stone tablet said to be housed in Bleak Falls Barrow. A dragon stone, said to contain a map of dragon burial sites. Go to Bleak Falls Barrow, find this tablet, no doubt interred in the main chamber, and bring it to me. Simplicity itself. So, you wish to master the arcane arts? false bearer with you. The Jarl is not a patient man. Neither am I, come to think of it. Before it's too late. Of course, Jarl Valgroof. You seem to have found me an able assistant. I'm sure he will prove most useful. Succeed at this, and you'll be rewarded. Whiterun will be in your debt.
I serve Jarl from Adrian? Ah, this must be that weapon for the Jarl. Poor girl. So eager to prove herself. I'll present it to Balgruuf when his mood is agreeable. Thank you. Please, take these few coins for services rendered. Enjoy your visit to Dragon's Reach.
I might just be a servant among lords, but don't think for a moment. As the Jarl himself takes his.
Divine's bless you. May the ground you walk quake as you pass. Mistresses? Your children? Your very lives?
I spend a lot of time with the models.
Life's hard enough with all these men
Proposition. I need more experience.
Come to Olava. Sorry.
Let me know if you see anything you like. You look rather so you're interested in my potions and ingredients? I think I can teach you a thing or two. Come back anytime for the remedy. I sell cures for all ill. Interesting mixture. Keep experimenting. You'll improve with practice. Find tonics, salves, poultices, and potions on my shelves. Browse to your heart's content.
Back to Riverwood.
Yes, Housecarl. We'll leave immediately.
It's just us against the dragon? Is that it?
I can't afford to send anyone else, and we don't know where the dragon is. Your main job will be to keep an eye out and get the people to safety if the town is attacked. I don't expect the three of you to fight off a dragon by yourselves, but I do expect you to do your duty.
Of course. We'll keep Riverwood safe. You can count on it. Let's move out. I'll be a lot warmer and a lot happier with a belly full of meat.
My boys will keep you safe.
You're someone who can... Looking to protect yourself, or deal some damage? Don't forget to check inside the shop if you need anything.